All right, shalom, shalom. This is Brother Nasi. Come back because you get another video. But before anything, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Kakadash, Dhamma Bala Hazakom Shasharala, and Washalavon, Wabakiyah Shasharala. All right. So I basically want to do, I ain't going to make this too long. All right. But it's basically, I'm about to tap back in on a lesson that I was doing, basically called Suffering for Others. All right. And the first scripture I'm going to get is basically 1 Timothy 4, all right, and I'm going to start at verse 14, all right. It says, this is verse, and so I'm basically going to go into showing that by you suffering, by you receiving knowledge and experience, all right, you're granted to basically help others and strengthen those that are next, or those that are after. All right, because the scriptures tell you to basically in Revelations, I believe chapter 3, it tells you to strengthen that which remains, man. And that which remains is this truth, all right? And those brothers that are in the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shah, man, are in the spirit and the truth, all right? So this is verse 13. It says, till I come, give attendance to reading, all right? So you're supposed to read every day, all right? Reading basically comes with receiving knowledge, wisdom, knowledge, understanding. You get precepts. You get you basically sharpen up yourself. All right, so that what iron sharpeneth iron. You're able to basically share what you received in your reading through the Spirit Yahweh Shemi Shah, man. All right, because you might receive something through reading, and the whole point of you reading that day was to basically give a message to another brother. All right, or you reading that day, and you get an epistle, or you get a video to do. All right, which is when you do your videos, you're sending out epistles. All right, through the internet, through the unicorn. All right, which is YouTube. All right. All right, so he's telling you, give attendance to reading. These are things which we need to do. All right, it says to exhortation. All right, in order to give exhortation, you have to read, you have to study. All right, when you do exhortation, you do videos, you're speaking to brothers, uplifting brothers. That's why the scriptures tell you what comfort you with these words. All right, believing and knowing that what Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, our Lord, is coming to receive us. All right, it says and to doctrine. All right. Basically giving heed to doctrine and making sure that what you're on point, all right? You're not going off on anything because you don't want to lead the flock astray, man. All right? You don't want to say anything to someone that counter or basically not even counter something. Is basically to steer someone off, all right? Through being, because by being seducing spirits out, all right? You could say something that you're not supposed, or even go into something too deep for somebody and they bug out, but give attendance unto doctrine, man, the things with which you speak. All right, about scripture. That's why they say we were taught to basically preach what you were taught, man. All right, and not matter with things that are what the scripture say. Matter not with things that are too much for thee, I believe it say, or something like that. It says, verse 14, neglect not the gift that is in thee. All right, and this was a gift, man. All right, because what the scriptures tell you that we have this treasure in earthen vessels, man. All right, so receiving wisdom, knowledge, understanding, and faith is basically a gift, man. All right, so don't neglect the gift that you have, man. All right, let your light shine, man. That's what the scriptures tell you. All right, so neglect not that gift. All right, that is in thee, man. All right, spread it, man. All right, it says which has not, Salakia, which was given thee by what prophecy? All right, because what the spirit of Willwood and the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shah, which is what the spirit of prophecy, man. All right, prophecy because it was prophesied that what the Lord was going to set up his apostles last, all right, and send forth his prophets last, man. Sent us out in what the latter times, man. All right, to prophesy the downfall of kingdoms, man. The spirit of prophets are subject to the prophets, man. All right. And now what? We're basically doing the same thing we were doing in ancient time, man. All right. It says, and just like those other kingdoms fell, this one is going to fall also, showing that what? That history always repeats itself, man. All right. It says, with the laying on the hands of the presbytery, which is the body of the elders, which giving attendance to reading and doctrine, the things which were spoken of, all right, by the elders, man. All right. It says, meditate upon these things. So meditate, what the scripture say, what? Meditate day and night, man. All right, give yourself wholly unto the Lord, man, unto these scriptures, man, being what single-eyed, all right, unto this truth, man. All right, it says, give thyself kind Give, I didn't even read that. It says, give thyself wholly to them, man. Wholly basically going into fully, man. All of you, man. Not half of you, not 80% of you. All right. The Lord said, he said, what? I'd rather you hot or cold, man. No lukewarm, man. All right. And it will behoove you to be hot. All right. It says that thy profiting may appear unto all, man. All right. It says, take heed unto thyself. All right. And unto doctrine. Take heed, basically pay attention. All right. Take heed to yourself, man. Watching the things what you do. All right. Watching the way you move, man. Making sure that you're always flowing in the spirit, man. All right. And not of the flesh, and fulfilling things of the flesh. All right. And unto doctrine. Continue in them. So continue in the righteous way in what was taught unto you. All right. While the scriptures tell you in Luke 1, and tell you that things which were some set order, a declaration of things that were surely believed among us, man. Keep following that way, man. All right. It says, for in doing this, thou shalt both save thyself and them that hear thee, man. All right. So by you walking this walk, all right, and suffering, receiving wisdom, knowledge, understanding, doing the things which you're supposed to be doing, reading, studying, basically prophesying, giving exhortation, doing these things, being a good example. All right. You're basically saving yourself, but not only yourself, but for those that hear thee, man. All right. Those that are basically listening unto you, man. All right. Because what the scriptures say that what? Because you're reading and doing all these things, but it says we don't only see knowledge for ourselves. I'm going to get it. So, I'm going to get it. So I don't want to butcher it. All right, so this is Sirach 33. Let me see. And 17. It says, consider that let me scoot up. All right, so verse 17 is at the top. All right. It says, consider that I labored. All right, what we do in the truth, man. Well, we're laborers, man. We're laboring, all right, to basically receive which the Lord has set up for us, man. All right, it's kind of like you have a championship ring. All right, the whole objective is to get that ring. All right, and the Lord is kind of like the Lord will put things that are in front of you. He'll show you things and give you things. All right, and it may seem kind of hard to basically get it. All right, but the Lord just want to make sure and see that you're going to basically work for what you're wanting, man. All right, so we're also always supposed to labor and grind for whatever we want, man. All right. But that also goes to what building character and basically making a man. All right. It says, consider that I labor not for myself only. All right. I didn't labor on. It said what? I labor not only for myself, but for all them that seek learning, man. When you go back to that 1 Timothy 4:15 or 16, I believe, whatever the last verse. All right, telling you that you save not only yourself by studying and doing all of these things and giving attendance into doctrine and reading and making sure whomever you yield yourselves to, all right, you're not doing this only for yourself, but for those who seek learning, man. All right, you're not only saving yourself, but for those that are coming after you. What the scripture say? You reap is what you what it say? You reap is what you bestow no labor, man. You will join into another man's labor, man. All right. And we have to all take that into consideration, man. All right. Because we didn't just wake up and say that we were Hebrew Israelites, man. We were taught by someone, man. All right. So that shows that by your moves and the things which you do, it means something. All right. So suffering and things of that nature is rightfully so, man. All right. Because the scriptures tell you that. I'm going to read it right here. Here you go. This is Romans 10 and verse 17. So then faith coming by hearing, and hearing by the word of the Most High, man. So you're basically giving out faith and saving a soul, man. All right. Because faith coming by hearing, man. That's why it says neglect not the gift that you have. All right. And basically let that light shine, man. All right. Because by you not neglecting it, all right, you're going to go out and prophesy. The scripture say, what I believe, therefore I spoke. You're going to preach. You're going to speak. You're going to teach and do the things which you were commanded unto do, man. All right. And that's that faith that you have, because the scriptures say that faith is a gift from the Most High. All right. That's that gift that you have that ye shall not neglect. All right. Because if you have faith, you're going to go out and do these things. All right. All right. So then faith coming by hearing, man. So that gift is passed on by what? The right spirit hearing it, man. All right. Someone hearing it, man. You awaken that man of the Lord, man, out of that grave, man. All right. So now he's beginning to basically put on the whole arm of Yahweh Shemi Shai and do on the next, and everything is passed on and passed down. That's why the scripture say, we're fishing and seeking for what? The hopefully elect, man. All right. It says hearing by the word of the Most High, man. in order for him to hear those words, he naturally has to be predestined for him to receive it, man. All right, verse 18, but I say, have thy not heard? Yes, verily, their sound went into all the earth, and their words unto the ends of the world, man, as the prophets, man. All right, because the scripture say that what this word and this truth, all right, is basically going to be heard on the four corners of the earth, man. That's how we're going to basically be gathered from the four corners of the earth, because the truth is going to be spreaded so rapidly, man. All right. But we also know and understand, going back to studying and doing all of these things and receiving faith. All right. Every time you study and every time you experience something and make it through something and be exhortation and going through your trial and error, whatever it is. All right. You pass down those jewels to the next, but you have to understand and know that also it's something that comes with these things, man. All right. Because the scripture tell you that what? Much knowledge is much grief, man. All right. Matter of fact, I'm going to get that. What that is. Ecclesiastes 1. All right, verse 17. Ecclesiastes 1:17. And I gave my heart to know wisdom. You say you got to give your heart, your mind. That's why I say give what? Wholly into it, man. All right. Give your whole self, man. Giving your heart, your mind. Because the scripture tell you what? Well, man, heart is his treasure, man. All right. And to know madness and folly, I perceive that this also is vexation of spirit. All right. So basically, fuck the world. Fuck everything that's going on in the world, man. All right. We're following Yahweh Shai in righteousness, man, and wisdom and in truth, man. It says, for in much wisdom is much grief, and he that increases knowledge increases sorrow, man. So the more you know, all right, the more you experienced in life, the harder your tests are going to come, man. The more it's going to come at you, the worse it's going to be. And also that what is tell you in the scriptures also that a wise man, it said oppressions make it the wise man angry, man. All right. You see? So, through much wisdom is much grief. And the more you learn, the higher, what more is given, much is required, man. All right? But we understand and know that we're going to meet those requirements, man. All right? Because the Lord is telling you he's going to preserve his men. All right? And he's going to keep us from our temptation. He's going to basically deliver us, man. He's going to keep our minds and keep our minds sane and whole, man. All right? In the times to come, and even in your time of tribulation. That's why Job said that what? The route that I would take, man, for what? When I would come forth as gold, man. So the Lord has already set it up for us to make it through these trials, man. All right, so when you come across anything, you believe and know that you're going to make it through it, so that what? You can be a testimony unto the next, man. That's why the scriptures say that those that are without us will not be made perfect. And what in Hebrews 11:39 also, man. You see? All right, so these are things that we have to do these things, man. Suffering for others, man. All right. Muzzle not the mouth, man. All right. So you have to study, all right, that you may be able to walk honestly towards all men, like the scriptures say, man. All right. So basically get wisdom, suffer, and basically when you get that wisdom, when the suffering come, the tribulation come, you basically apply the wisdom which you learn, man. I know for me, like when I would do certain videos, or I speak on certain things, all right, the Lord will send me a tribulation or send me a test to see if I really believe the thing which I'm speaking, man, the things which I'm proclaiming out of my mouth, man. All right, so you have to apply these scriptures and apply everything that you're speaking. You have to believe, man, and know, all right, and not just being a parrot and basically just talking, man. All right, so that's really it. Knowledge increases sorrow. All right. And another thing, what I was about to get into, what I was saying was that we basically so that you can be basically an example, like I spoke about in the last video, an example and a testimony to the next person. All right, so that you're able to support the feeble needs that the scriptures say. All right, because the scriptures say what a man of knowledge basically he heard and he basically he increased, man. All right. When I'm gonna get the precept about the feeble knees, because if you strengthen them, all right, he's basically gonna take what you're giving him and he's gonna apply it, man. All right, it says that verse Job 4:4. It says, Thy words have upholden him. So thy words, man, the things which you speak, man. What the words of the king is, there is power, man. You see? So there's power in these words, man. There's power in this book, man. There's power in the tongue, man. The spirit of Yahbashim Yahushua and in righteousness, man. All right. You say you upholding him. All right. You see? Him that was falling, man. Him that was low. He that was going down with feeble knees and weak hands, man. And thou hast strengthened it, the feeble knees, man. All right, you need your knees, you need your legs to stand up, man. You strengthened his bones, man. All right, and made them fat. All right, made sinews and what the scripture say, well, flesh come upon him, man, that he's able to have enough strength to basically stand up and move around, man. All right. This is basically what you do when you suffer and you go through things what you go through, so that way you can be a testimony and example to whomever is behind that camera or whomever is in front of you, man. And your teachings at camps, on live streams, or whatever it is, man. All right. Being what perfect examples, all right, and suffering righteously, man. All right. For the spirit and for the name of Yahbashim Yahushua, man. All right. Being made mortals in his flesh, man. All right, so with that, I hope that this is edifying. I'm going to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Kakadash, Nathan Mashanaka, Bala Hazkom, Shasharala, and Wa Shalom, Wabla Bakiyah, Shasharala. Till next time, Shalom.